Evolution is a ladder, a predictable biological climb from one stage to the next. For decades, the scientific community believed the peak of Pokémon power required external catalysts. We looked to the heavens for mega stones forged in ancient radiation. We harnessed Z-crystals vibrating with the planet's core. We tapped into the fabric of space-time with Dynamax energy. We convinced ourselves that greatness was something you had to find, or buy, or borrow. We were wrong. Imagine a power so absolute it doesn't need a tool to shatter the limits of reality. It doesn't ask for permission from a stone, a crystal, or a band. It is a breakthrough that bypasses the natural order entirely. This isn't just a transformation, it is a literal synchronization of souls. It turns a master ninja into a god of the battlefield, fueled not by radiation, but by the raw, unfiltered will of its partner. This is Ash-Greninja. It is the rarest phenomenon in the history of the Pokémon world, a 1% occurrence that defies every law of conventional evolution. Today, we deconstruct the biology of a legend. To understand the god form, we must first respect the base. Greninja is already a master of survival, a predator born of shadow and mist. In its natural state, it utilizes abilities like Torrent to unleash hidden power when pushed to the brink, or Protean to shift its very elemental type mid-strike, staying one step ahead of the predator-prey cycle. It is a tactical genius. But Battle Bond is the apex state. While every other elite Pokémon relies on an external energy source, a battery to jumpstart their potential, Ash-Greninja relies on the intangible. It relies on will. It is a closed-loop system of infinite kinetic energy. Let's break down the mechanics of this perfection. First, the trigger. Unlike standard abilities that activate by default at the start of an encounter, Battle Bond is never given. It is earned. It waits in the shadows of the subconscious, observing the connection between trainer and Pokémon. It is a measure of trust. Only when victory is earned through perfect coordination, the exact moment an opponent is defeated, does the synchronization reach 100%. At that precise second, the barrier between human and Pokémon vanishes. Second, the transformation. When the bond activates, Greninja's physiology doesn't just change, it sharpens. Every muscle fiber is optimized for maximum anaerobic output. Its movements become more fluid, more aggressive, and more terrifyingly precise. Its speed reaches what researchers call the blur state. Levels of velocity that physically distort the vision of even the most seasoned champions. You don't see the strike, you only see the wake it leaves behind as the air itself struggles to displace around Greninja's frame. It is speed redefined. Third, the signature weapon. The standard Water Shuriken is discarded for something far more lethal. It evolves into a massive, back-mounted blade of hyperpressurized water. This isn't just liquid, it's a diamond cutter. By spinning at thousands of revolutions per minute, it becomes capable of slicing through reinforced defensive walls as if they were made of morning mist. In this form, water is no longer an element, it is a scalpel. It strikes with a devastating force that can end a battle before the opponent even realizes the transformation has occurred. Why does this form stand alone in the pantheon of power? Because of the mirror effect. In every other high-tier battle, you have a commander and a soldier. One gives the order, the other executes. Ash-Greninja destroys that hierarchy. They operate as a single, unified nervous system. The bond is literal. In the heat of battle, sensations are shared. The focus, the determination, even the physical impact of a blow, it is felt by both. They do not fight side by side. They fight as one. Consider the data. Mega evolution demands a mega stone. Battle Bond demands pure synchronization. Mega Evolution is fueled by external radiation. Battle Bond is fueled by internal resolve. Mega Evolution is species-wide, a generic change. Ash-Greninja is unique to the trainer.
It is
a
no
physical
escalation.
reflection of the soul
This
itself,
is
mirroring the
calibration.
form of the hero who stands behind it. This is not evolution. It is alignment, a perfect overlap of will, instinct, and trust. When it happens, Greninja becomes something more than a Pokémon. It becomes a reflection, a living weapon shaped not by power alone, but by the bond it shares with the one who stands behind it. It represents a rare harmony that even seasoned champions struggle to reach in their entire careers. By removing the limitations of traditional hardware, Ash-Greninja achieves true alignment. This is a living weapon shaped not by genetic chance, but by the perfect overlap of instinct and intent. Most trainers spend a lifetime chasing power they can hold in their hands. Stones, crystals, and artifacts. They look for strength in the world around them, failing to realize that the most potent energy source is internal. The strongest force in this world is the one you cannot touch. It is the silent, unbreakable frequency shared between two souls who refuse to lose. In the silent moment after victory, when the water settles and the mist fades, Ash-Greninja disappears. But the bond remains. It stays in the shadows, waiting for the next test, the next battle, the next moment where reality needs to be rewritten. Waiting to prove, once again, that there are no limits to what can be achieved when two become one. Ready to rewrite reality once more.